Hi all, and welcome back to the John Deere B tractor restoration. And as a follow on to the last video, which we installed pistons onto conrods and piston rings onto pistons. So now tonight's little video is about the installation of the pistons and rods into the actual engine. Now this is my third attempt at this video. Last night on installing number one piston, the left hand side one, looking forward towards the front of the tractor, I had a lot of bother with my piston ring compressor, and so not to worry of damaging anything on the second piston, I decided to just leave it. It's always good to walk away from these things if you're having problems. And so tonight I attempted it on the number two piston, which is the right hand side, and it didn't want to perform particularly well on that one either. So both videos I'd used were scrapped, and we are now at that position you see now. So that piston there, number one, is actually totally in and connected up. I don't know if we'll be able to see in there, but there you can see, big end cap fitted. Just needs the cotter pins putting in. Number two piston conrod, I think you can just see one of the bolts of the big ends coming through there. And so what we're going to do is finally tap that piston in. As I say, it's a shame I couldn't show you with this piston ring compressor. It is really only for cars. I mean, I've had it a long time, and it's one I used to use when I was on with car engines and all them sort of things. And it's really probably a bit lightweight for these bigger pistons. But it's the same principle. Clamp it round the piston and ratchet it up. It squashes the ring into the groove, and then you tap the piston into the bore. Traditional method, I just use an old hammer. Well, not so old, but hammer. Don't use the metal end. use the shaft. And just, I'm going to try and do this freehand here. Just tap the thing in. Hit it squarely as you can in the middle. There you go. Plenty of oil. Remember to oil that bore. Oil the bore when you put it in. Plenty of oil around the piston. And just keep tapping it away. And it will eventually just quietly... You can see it there. Hang on, let me get the torch. Where's my torch gone? It was playing up as well. I know, shouldn't blame my tools. Ha. Oh, where's the torch gone? Oh, there it is. Sorry about this, guys. It seemed to be one of those nights tonight. I'll put the torch on. Oh, it doesn't want to work either. Oh, what a nightmare. Right, well anyway, the rod's there. You can see it. There's the rod. The bearing shell's pre-fitted. And what you've got to do is line it up onto the big end journal there. And then just gently tap the piston so it all squares itself. It'll twist and square itself onto the journal, and then you put your big end cap on and just tighten it all up. I found a figure in one of the books I have, one of the many books I have, of 65 pounds-foot torque, which seems about right for such an application as this. And just tighten it up. You will find that you've got to get your cotter pin in. You might have to either, if it's not far off, tighten the nut slightly further, or back it off, just to get the castellations on the nut and the hole in the conrod bolt to allow you to line up. So yeah, that's about basically what we've done tonight. Tomorrow, or when I get back to it, I think it's going to be start preparing to get the cylinder head on, get those bolts in, cylinder head bolts in, and the various bits and pieces to that. So yeah, so sorry we've not been able to show a more in-depth video of actual installation. As I say, that compressor's been giving me a lot of grief tonight. It is very old. I think the ratchet's maybe getting a bit worn on it, and as I say, it's not really designed for these larger pistons. So yeah, so there we go. Okay then, hope that's been some sort of help to anybody. Thank you very much. Bye.